Developing the chest is a common training goal, but chest training is often being complicated. There are dozens of chest exercises you can do, and it can be difficult to figure out which chest exercises to use for complete chest development. So in today's video, I will show you 3 simple chest exercises you can do to train the complete chest area. We will also use different exercises that train your chest at different muscle lengths. But first, let's look into chest anatomy. The pectoralis major is the main muscle we are looking to train to develop your chest. The pec major has 2 heads, the sternocostal and the clavicular head. Both heads of the pec train horizontal shoulder adduction. This occurs when you move your upper arm towards your body, like the movement you make during a press or chest fly. The upper head of your pec major also contributes to shoulder flexion, which occurs when you raise your upper arm to the front. Based on the functions of your chest, we can train different areas of your chest, and we will look into that in this video as well. Now, a common question is, what is more effective for chest training, barbell or dumbbell chest pressing? If we look at research comparing dumbbell and barbell bench pressing, we see that these variations are similarly effective for chest stimulation. But it is beneficial to have a combination of barbell and dumbbell work in your training. With dumbbells, each side of your body works individually and you have more freedom in terms of how you move your shoulder during the press. With a barbell, both arms work together, which results in better stability and a greater potential for producing force, so you can lift more weights. To get the best of both worlds, you will see that we will combine barbell and dumbbell training. The first exercise I suggest you do is the incline dumbbell bench press. As mentioned, the upper portion of your pecs also assist in shoulder flexion. So if we train shoulder adduction while your shoulder is in a flexed position, we are able to better target the clavicular or upper head of your pecs. I start this video with discussing the incline press because the upper part of your chest is typically harder to develop, but it is at the same time also the part that contributes the most to an aesthetic chest. Based on research, an effective bench angle for incline pressing is around 30 degrees for most people. But it's okay to experiment with different bench heights. You can also try around 15 or even 45-degree bench angles to see if that fits your structure and your comfort level during pressing better. Now, the reason we use dumbbells during the incline press is because we want to have more control over your elbow angle. If we look at the anatomy of the upper pecs, we see that the muscle fibers of your upper pecs run diagonally up. So to train the upper pecs in the most effective way possible, we want to mimic this movement pattern during your incline press. That's why you see me slightly tuck in my elbows during the incline press, so that the resistance of the weight is in line with the upper pecs. With this variation, the clavicular or upper part of your chest is better able to lengthen and shorten. Lastly, while incline pressing, try to prevent swinging with your feet. This typically just results in stability loss. Push your feet into the ground and keep your chest up to create better stability. The next exercise is the good old flat barbell bench press. Now that we have trained the upper pecs with the incline bench, it is time to use the bench press as a way to overload the chest more. Because we maintain a flat bench, the resistance of the flat bench press is more in line with the lower chest. By incorporating both the flat and incline bench press, we are able to target the lower and upper portions of your chest effectively. Now, how close to the rack you should position your body is a common struggle with the bench press. A good rule of thumb is to have the barbell between your eyes and nose when you lay on the bench. This way, you prevent hitting the rack on your way up with the bench press and can press up in a more stable way. If you typically feel your shoulders working harder on the bench press instead of your chest, it is worth looking into your shoulder position. A common mistake with the bench press is having an aggressive lockout in which your shoulders move forward excessively. This takes away tension from your chest. Instead, aim to keep your chest up during the flat barbell bench press for a better chest contraction. Another thing to consider for reducing shoulder engagement is your bar path. Don't lower the weight straight down on a bench press. As you see, my elbows then flare quite a bit. But bring the bar towards the lower chest and then press up. Like the incline press, keep your feet planted firmly on the ground while pressing to create more stability. For the third and last exercise, we have the cable chest fly. Even though we have targeted both the lower and upper part of your chest via flat and incline pressing, it is worth also including cable chest flies because they train your chest in a unique way. The cable chest fly directly isolates the main function of your chest, which is horizontal shoulder adduction. With the cable chest fly, there are two main variations. We have the high to low and low to high chest flies. With the high to low flies, you focus more on the lower chest portion. With the low to high flies, you focus more on the upper pecs since the shoulder goes through more shoulder flexion. I would pick a variation that suits your training goals best. Do you want to target the upper chest more? Do low to high flies. Do you want to target the lower chest more? Then low to high flies makes more sense. The key with chest flies is that you actually focus on training horizontal shoulder adduction. Don't press the weight forward or keep your arms overly bent. Extend your arms and make a circular motion like you are giving someone a big hug. So if you include the incline dumbbell bench press, the flat barbell bench press and cable chest flies, you will have a balanced chest routine. But how do you incorporate these exercises in your existing training program? For most people, training the chest with between 10 to 20 sets per week is a good starting point. 10 to 20 sets is a pretty big range, but if you are more of a beginner trainee, stay closer to 10 sets per week, and if you are more of an advanced lifter, then you can do closer to 20 sets per week on chest training. Let's take an intermediate trainee as an example that trains the chest 2 times per week. You can then do the incline dumbbell bench press and flat barbell bench press 2 times per week with 3 sets each, and then include 3 sets of cable chest flies on one of your upper body days. Using between 5 to 10 reps on exercises like barbell bench press and incline dumbbell press is a good repetition target. While with chest flies, you can train with 10 to 15 repetitions per set to focus on isolating the pecs. And that was all for today's video. I hope you now have a better idea of how you can go about training your chest by using only 3 simple exercises. If you found this video helpful, then leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video.